Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, we're going to be playing Hog Earthquake. Hog Earthquake has seen quite a few interesting changes since the last time I made a video on it. It now does work the best with goblins, so I do recommend you guys put goblins. They are a little bit better than skeletons right now, mainly just to counter all the graveyard decks going around, all the goblin giant, all that kind of stuff. Those pesky decks, really. And also, we do have the Evo Cannon up in here, surprisingly. I was always saying how bad Evo Cannon is, guys, but since you have goblins in this deck, you really don't have much of another Evo choice. I mean, you have really the option of Evo Ice Spirit or Evo Cannon, and Cannon is a little bit better in my opinion right now because, I don't know, Evo Ice Spirit, it's only like a double Ice Spirit. It used to be a whole triple Ice Spirit, so it just really doesn't feel too good these days. It feels like basically the same like a normal Ice Spirit. So yeah, that's why we have the Evos that we do in this deck. And guys, Evo Cannon is actually surprisingly not that bad right now. Ever since the buff it got, it actually does do quite a bit of barrage damage. Nice, we do catch that inside barrel right there. I could just see right away that he placed that kind of more on the inside. Hopefully we're able to do something here. I think I'm just going to try to get a good log off or something. Unfortunately, no hog damage. I don't know what building this guy has. He could have Inferno Tower. I feel like he probably does, because if he didn't, he probably would have already done more, I think. Yeah, I feel like if he didn't have an Inferno Tower, he probably would have played his building already. Unfortunately, he might get his king up here too off the Firecracker, but maybe we were able to get some pressure off here, potentially. He's probably going to Inferno Tower and get his king up, but I have my Earthquake, I have my Hog Rider and stuff. Oh, the Evo Dart Goblin. On the bright side, he gets no king activation, though, so even though it's not the best for us right now, we get a little bit of chip damage, and I would say that's worth it overall. Yeah, I would say that's definitely worth it overall. We could just go for a hog right here. He's gonna probably have to go for his building. Yeah, he does have the Inferno Tower. Guys, Logbait is just so darn annoying right now, so it's honestly pretty tough to beat it, even if you have a good matchup against them, I feel like. But anyways, guys, Evo Cannon, the best part about it is that you can beat these extremely, extremely annoying, horrendously annoying Logbait decks, because, dude, Evo Cannon is just so broken against Dart Goblins, against Princess, everything like that. Like, it's just the remedy to a lot of our issues, I feel like, you know what I mean? We can also go for the Evo Cannon here just to kill the gang. It's not going to be the greatest value ever, but at least it killed stuff, and I would say it kind of worked out overall, in my opinion. Just going to get a log off right here. Ooh, okay, maybe I could have done that a little bit better. But I feel like he's going to go opposite lane of us anyways right here, so I don't think this really matters too much. Just have to have my Ice Spirit ready for a Bridge Princess, potentially. Okay. Guys, Logbait is absolutely everywhere right now. Let me know if you guys think it deserves a nerf. I feel like it does, honestly. I honestly feel like Logbait needs a fat nerf. To each their own, though. I know some people are just absolutely against Logbait getting any sort of nerf. Just gonna get my Firecracker off. Oh, I was kind of hoping he'd go for like a gang or something right as I played that. That's what I was trying to go for there. He actually does not get his king up, though, which is pretty nice for us here. That's an inside barrel. Okay, we're kind of chilling for now, but he's definitely gonna spam us. It's gonna go for the Ice Spirit. Probably won't fully counter here. Yeah, it doesn't, but it's okay. It does prevent a lot of the damage. He does fail the King Tower activation. Okay, not looking bad here. Let's just go for these thing. Okay, guys, I don't know how that one Spear Goblin always gets on the tower no matter what you do. Guys, I swear, there's like one Spear Goblin that you literally cannot stop from getting on the tower, no matter like where you place your stuff. Unless it's like right in front of the tower or right next to the tower, it literally will always mess with you for no reason. I hate it, honestly. I hate how the Spear Goblins work. Okay, this guy's definitely in trouble right now. Yes, we got the win here, I think. Easy. Okay, guys, we're in the next match. Guys, Goblins really are broken in this deck, man, because you guys can tell Goblins are broken in this type of deck if I'm playing it, because I just love Skeletons so much more. I like the quicker cycle and stuff like that, but if even I'm playing Goblins in this deck, they must be better in the meta right now. Ooh, I think we're facing Recruits here. But yeah, anyways, the main downside for Goblins is obviously the fact that your cycle does get a little bit slower, but I really do think it's worth it. I already mentioned what it can do for you, but another thing is that it can also, you know, catch the miners on your tower really easily. Just a lot of helpful interactions. Oh no! What the heck? My Goblin's kind of just like glitched out or something. I don't even know what just happened right there. We do defend pretty well though overall. He is currently one card away from the Goblin Cage, but he probably will get to it in a second here. I'm gonna go for the Hog anyways, just to probably force him to like Bar Barrel, then maybe Cage after. I'm kind of happy with that though, because We basically can't break through the Evo cage, so I kind of had to play a Hog Rider into it at some point or another. Wait, guys, hold up. You know what's going to be so broken right now is if we go for an Evo cannon against recruits. Just imagine how much value that will get. It might even hit like a flying machine too, or imagine if it hits piggies too. The reason why I feel like the Evo cannon is actually quite good right now is mainly because of the fact that it shows like these areas where the barrage is meant to land, but it feels like it always lands in additional places where it doesn't show that it's supposed to land in. And I think basically just the barrage has a bigger splash than it kind of makes you think it actually does. So I think that's why Evo cannon is so good right now. We should be fine right here because normal recruits are really no issue. We do have our Evo cannon too if we actually need it, but okay, I was going to say, but we might not need it. Actually, we do here. Dude, the value is crazy. Bro, his whole push just died. I mean, he did force that out of me, which I don't really like. I would have liked to save my Evo cannon, but I would say that's for sure worth it. He's going to have to spend something here. Oh, he doesn't even get his king up. That is actually huge for us that he decided not to get his king tower up. I'm just going to go ahead and go in for all of this here. We have our goblins as well. Going to kind of tank for stuff. Forcing out the arrows from him, so now he can't really kill my firecracker. Unless he has a fireball, that is. If he has fireball, then he can kill this, I guess. But otherwise, he's in a little bit of trouble. I'm going to go in for a hog here, even into the recruits. I know it seems a little bit over-aggressive, and truthfully it might be, but we still get a hog hit, and I would say it works out overall for us. Ooh, nice! Let's go! Guys, I don't know what he was predicting there. I don't know if he tried to predict my Goblinstein or something. I really don't even know. Like, what was that, man? I don't know, but either way, we avoided the prediction unintentionally, kind of. No way he missed that. No way he missed the bar. Yo, this guy's selling. No way he just missed the Barbara like that. Guys, the Goblins are also genuinely doing quite a good job here, surprisingly. It's actually kind of working out for us. Hog probably does... Yeah, it does die, but it's okay. We also are going to have our Evo Cannon here, which I'm pretty excited about, actually. It's genuinely going to wreck most of the recruits, so should be pretty good stuff for us right here. He does Fireball onto that. I mean, I'll probably just go in for a Hog, because that was multiple elixir out of him on that Fireball. Hog potentially will get some damage here. Yeah, that's on the tower. Could have almost got 2 hits, but it's all good. I'll probably just go for my Goblins here on defense. Ooh, okay, this guy is just doing anything and everything. You could see, like, I didn't really even play my cannon in the place where the barrages would expect to hit everything, but it still ended up pretty much hitting everything either way. So that's kind of how Evo Cannon works, for those of you who don't know. Oh my gosh, man, that flying machine, kill it! I cannot believe that flying machine got that much damage. Dude, there's no way that flying machine just got that much damage. Nerf flying machine, dude. He does get the zappies off up high, but I think we're okay, actually. Guys, he might be in trouble right now. Nice! Hog is making his way towards his tower. He somehow missed the arrows. I don't know how you miss arrows. Arrows are, like, the biggest spell ever. How the heck do you miss that? Good game. Okay, guys. We're up against this guy. I'm just gonna cycle my log right now. Guys, it is already almost the end of the season. So, well, actually, I think by the time you guys are watching this video, it is going to be the last day of the season. So, yeah, I'm going to definitely probably play this deck as my end-season deck. It is actually very solid right now. Piggies and Hog Earthquake seem to have made quite a nice comeback after struggling a little bit with the Rune Giant meta. But yeah, Rune Giant kind of fell off, so that's definitely pretty nice news. We'll see which one is better. I feel like Hog usually ends up being better than Piggies towards the end of this season, even though overall I would say Piggies is a little bit stronger. But I think it's more worth it for a lot of you guys to learn this deck instead of Piggies, because you guys always seem to face Mega Knight and stuff like that, so if you have Piggies, it's never going to be that easy against Mega Knight, but with this deck, you definitely can wreck the Mega Knights pretty good, I would say. You know, our Firecracker may actually potentially stay alive right here, which actually would be really good if it does. Yeah, I think it might. Oh, what the... Knight just casually defies gravity and gets... Like, I logged it one way and it literally just got pushed the opposite way. It's so funny how that happens sometimes. Every once in a while, when the Knight is in a certain spot, it just does that. Oh, man, the Firecracker did die, but Goblin does take out the Sparky. I'm surprised that actually worked out so well. I thought it would work a little bit worse than it actually did. We forced out the Fireball. That is good. 2 hog hits. Okay, I'm actually going to do this, guys. This could be a bad play, potentially. Kind of depends what he does against it. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, I was going to say, I think he might have a mini Pekka, and I guess I was right. Okay, maybe not the best Goblinstein, but we still get a little bit of chip damage, so it's not really bad. You guys do have to be careful when you play a card up high here, because sometimes they can go for like their, I don't know, for example, Heal Spirit if they have that, and then block your Ice Spirit. So then their mini Pekka gets some damage. Okay, to be fair, that Goblin Sign was actually kind of worth it, because we're still even Elixir, regardless. The nice thing about this matchup is the fact that he has Giant and not a Goblin Giant, because when they have Goblin Giant, you always have to protect your Firecracker, but when it's normal Giant, Firecracker will just do its thing here, and it's not going to die. Okay, he does go for the Wizard here. The Wizard is definitely going to be a little bit of an annoying card to deal with for sure. We do have our Evo Cannon, honestly, which will probably wreck everything. Man, am I actually going to have to play my Evo Cannon? I do not want to waste it. Okay, I'm not going to play my Evo Cannon. I do not want to waste it on this push here. But you guys can see the Goblins just wrecked everything right there. If we had Skeletons, that might have ended up a lot different than it did. You know, this thing will get to the tower, so we could probably get a nice ability right here, actually. Which should kill a good amount of the Sparky. Nice, this is pretty good for us here. I mean, the Doctor will die, but still gets the value it needs for the most part. Gotta kind of wait on my Evo Cannon here, then now we can go for it. Hopefully it kills most of the Sparky. Yeah, it's in Earthquake range now, so you guys can see Evo Cannon is definitely kind of clutching up for us here a lot of the time. I'm genuinely loving Evo Cannon, guys. I thought it was like the worst evolution ever, and it kind of was one of the weaker evolutions, but it just got so good so quickly. I guess it just fits really well to counter this meta as well. Counter this meta with like spam cards like Firecrackers, Dark Goblins, Princesses. Okay guys, we're in the next match. Gotta win this one quickly because I will go have pizza somewhat soon, I think. We're gonna have a little movie night. Usually on Fridays we have a little movie night with pizza and stuff like that. Just a very short one. We just watch Pink Panther and stuff like that usually. We used to watch stuff like Scooby-Doo a lot when we were little, but man, I feel like Scooby-Doo fell off, guys. I don't know what you guys think, but I saw some of the new things and they just seem animated so weirdly that I don't want to watch it, really. Gonna go for the Stein here for some pressure. When you're facing E-Giant, I mean, you could defend pretty cheaply. You just have to make sure that you force them to not be able to spend their whole elixir. Otherwise, they can usually get a lightning off, and you could get yourself in a little bit of trouble. I don't think he's going to be able to lightning here unless he goes for it extremely late. But if he does that, I think we're fine anyways. Yeah, so that was actually a really important play right there. I think a lot of people probably would have played that a little bit differently than I just did. But you can see that kind of just saved us. Yeah, that was such a good defense. What the heck? That was like a defense of all time right there. Wow. Yeah, that Goblin Sign was so important, guys. I think a lot of people would have played it on defense, but playing it on offense made sure you had no elixir for a lightning, and obviously if they can't support their E-Giant with a lightning or something, usually they're in a lot of trouble, because, you know, all they can do at that point is let it die. Okay, just go for kind of a weird cannon. So, unfortunately, our Goblin Sign will get countered, I guess. Actually, we still forced out the extra bar barrels, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now, I don't know if he's going to be able to get a lightning here, but honestly, there's a chance he does. Tell me that pulls. Okay. You can never really tell anymore, guys, ever since the E-Giant got that sight change. You have to be really careful. I know a lot of people don't even notice it, guys, but if a card will go for something, it kind of has like that red question, like that red exclamation point on it if it is going to get pulled by a building. Don't always trust it, though, because I see sometimes it happens with Balloon, like where it says it's going to get pulled by a Tesla right here, but then it doesn't. So just be careful, but yeah, that's something for you guys to know. If you guys haven't noticed that. I genuinely didn't even notice that until a while into me playing Clash Royale, actually. Beautiful stuff right there. Forcing out the extra tornado. And we could just try to keep our Firecracker alive, I guess, at this point. And I'll just go for a Hog right here. I don't know how he can defend this. We just go for an Earthquake if he goes for a Cannon. He actually does Lightning. Almost got a hit right there. And guys, we do have our Evo Cannon, which definitely can help you take down enemy buildings and stuff like that quite good. Okay, I think I'm just going to go in for a Goblin Stein the bridge. Pretty much no matter what he does at this point, he's probably going to end up in a little bit of trouble, I would say. Oh, no way he really just missed that. I mean, I knew he was in trouble, but I didn't know he would make it harder for himself like that. And he does decide to, in fact, miss the bar barrel as well. Yo, this guy is a silly Billy. Yeah, he was just way too aggressive with his Electro Giants right there. And you could see, you could kind of punish them easily and just defend cheaply. So that is good game. Today's a bit more of a serious video. I'm going to try to actually give you guys some really good tips for this deck. So let's see what our opponent's running right here, and I'll tell you guys how to wreck everybody. Oh, don't tell me he's one of those Recruits players. These Recruits players are straight up getting out of hand, guys. There's these Recruits players, a special breed, who run this Recruits bait deck, and they're known for literally just going Recruits the bridge with a split Goblin Gang first play, like half of their games. So, okay, it's not going to be Recruits, it looks like, but I don't know what vile creation this could be. Probably still something kind of vile. Probably mortar, actually. Yeah, it is the mortar. He actually misplaced that mortar, though. And he misplaces the spear goblins as well. And he gets no king activation. This guy really just messed up every single interaction ever. Okay. Honestly, I'm not too worried about the mortar. I'm not too worried about this match, but I think we just have to mainly save the cannon for the skelly barrels or firecracker. We obviously get earthquakes off on the mortar, and we can usually sometimes eventually outcycle them. Obviously, you can't outcycle as easily with goblins, guys, but the reason why goblins are so good is also because a lot of people have arrows these days, and they usually arrows your firecracker, but if you're able to get a nice set of goblins off after they waste the arrows, then it usually gets some pretty good value, so that's another reason why goblins work pretty good, just because you have that bit of bait in this deck, that little bait element. It's kind of like Evo Skeletons, except they bait out spells every time, instead of just once every third cycle, the way Evo Skellies do. I'm gonna Earthquake right here. We do have to be careful once it gets to the Evo Mortar, but I think we'll be okay, it looks like. Ooh, okay, I don't know if this ability's that good. To be fair, it's not that bad either. Not that good, not that bad. We can just go for a cannon up high here. That should pull the skeleton barrel. Yeah, it does. Perfect. I'm going to go for the firecracker here. We'll get right on top of the mortar, but we're going to have to probably get to an earthquake or something like that soon. Ooh, okay. Hopefully nothing bad happens here. Okay, we can actually just go for an Evo cannon now that I think about it. That will counter everything. I don't know why he just played that knight for no reason. It's going to die to our cannon, and Skelly Barrel should hopefully die to our firecracker. Okay, what the... Why would he do that? This guy is selling so badly. I don't know what that Dark Goblin was. I don't know what that Knight was. I don't know what any of this is. Okay, he does go for this up high. I think we could just go for an Earthquake, because I know he's going to... Yeah, I knew he would push that, so... Good thing we got the Earthquake off, keeping our stuff pretty nice and healthy right here. He might have to Fireball if he has a Fireball. Okay. I don't know if our ability would get on the tower. It would be kind of close, but I don't really want to test it right now. Gonna go for this right here. Keep our Firecracker nice and healthy so we can't just log it away. And yeah, you guys can see this is basically picture-perfect gameplay right here. I mean, we don't have to really do anything too fancy to win in this matchup. It's honestly a relatively good matchup, as long as you don't give them really good momentum and stuff like that. I feel like sometimes if you let them get really good momentum, it can be a bit tough at times, but that's really about it. Oh! Oh my goodness, what? Okay, what? What is that mortar doing? Guys, how is that even possible? Like, what? That had to be the slowest... Bro, this has to be the slowest mortar in existence. Evo mortars are normally so fast, but that was like... I was so confused. That has to be the slowest mortar in existence, bro. What was it doing? It was just considering its life decisions or something like that. He unironically did that, guys. Trust me, I did not pay this guy for the video. Alright then, I'll see you guys probably in the next match at this point. Yeah, very easy win.